So this is the end, the last morning, me and number one in Borovets, Bulgaria. Will, 3 favourite things? Oh, okay, 4.
Hot chocolate, pancakes, pizza, skiing.
I'm really happy that skiing was in there somewhere. Finally, I wouldn't say we have a bluebird, but we've got a decent day of a bit of sun. Flying home tonight, 7 o'clock, Easyjet, direct, Sofia, Edinburgh. Okay, so that's the end of day 2 in Bulgaria. These are my kind of little insights into my experiences since we've been here. First things first, school holidays. We came during the school holidays. If we'd come the week before, the flight would have been around about half price. So I think we paid about 140 quid each return, a mixture of KLM, Bulgaria Air and Easyjet. Those flight times had to work in with us, whereas if we got the week before, we'd have paid about 65 quid each. So if you're coming here at all, definitely avoid school holidays. Second thing, on the school holidays, the whole thing is one big bottleneck, so everybody kind of feeds into the same kind of beginner areas. There's not much mid kind of station uplift, so every time you come down, you normally come all the way down, and that just creates the most horrific amount of rug rat tunnel fever down the bottom. So if you can avoid school holidays, definitely avoid school holidays. Third thing, money. So it's definitely cheaper here than going to the likes of Andorra or anywhere in the Alps. Tignes, Chamonix, Val d'Isère, any of these places for things like food. You know, a main meal up on the mountain might cost you around about 17 euros, whereas here it'll cost about 17 euros being, I don't know what that would be, about 14 quid or something just now, whereas here it's about 17 lev. It is very inconsistent though. We went out and we had dinner, we had 2 pizzas and a beer and an orange juice that cost us like 46 lev. So what's that, 25, 27 quid? Whereas you go somewhere else and you have something similar and it costs you about 33, so near the kind of 16 quid. So really inconsistent. Same with coffee. I've been drinking espresso and I've been on the hill. The wee man's been having hot chocolate. My espressos have varied between 2 lev and 6 lev. So again, really inconsistent. But again, 6 lev, 3 quid for a double espresso. Really not that expensive. Fourth thing. On the travel side of things, we're staying in the Villa Park Hotel or Villa Park Residence. It's not in the centre of town. It advertises as about a 10-minute walk. It is a 10-minute walk. It's not an unpleasant walk unless you're going uphill, which we are, and you're carrying ski stuff and wearing ski boots, which we are. So in the morning, there's loads of kind of horse-drawn taxis. They're about 10. Well, they're 10 lev, so 5 quid. It's only a couple of minutes on the horse. It's only a few minutes with the horses in the taxi. He loves it. It's a nice wee experience. It gets us straight up to the gondola. Point number 5. Most things that are reasonably priced, like ski gear, helmets, jackets, goggles, all that kind of stuff, generally can be bartered for. We're here in February, so it's not the end of the season. There's the odd sale around, plus anything that's full price, you kind of give the, well, that's really expensive, and you tend to get between 10 and 20% offered. So again, the kind of retail price on the shelf is roughly what I would expect to pay online, full price, or back in the UK, but there's a little 10 to 20% in there, depending on how much they own your business. Point number 6, quite a few people have said to me, that's a really long way to go skiing for 2 days. Yes, it is. It took us, by the time we had everything in, probably around about 10 hours to get here. But it's a day's travel, and if we were going to go anywhere, even if we were going to fly into somewhere like Geneva and then go to Morzine, I've never done that trip, but looking at the flight times and travel times, it's still, you're putting a day aside for travel. So a day is a day. Will got to go through Holland, 2 different airlines, experience a whole lot of different things. Some he liked, some he didn't like. Travel he doesn't like. And on the way back we're direct to Easyjet. One thing I hadn't really realised though is how much of a long day we have tomorrow. It's not a short day. Our bus doesn't come till 3:30 for a 7 o'clock flight. It's about an hour and 20 minutes from Sofia up here to Borovets. So we're actually going to go and get an AM skiing tomorrow and hit a couple of runs. Hopefully not queue too much, and hopefully not spend any more money, because I bought a new helmet. It's a great helmet. Leah's gonna kill me. One thing I didn't say, price of ski pass. So Will's 6, he got one for free. That's 2.5 days for nothing. If we're in Scotland, he would have been about 20 odd quid a day, so 60 odd quid maybe. For me, I was about 105 lev, it's about 50 quid for 2 days. I've gone and got a half day pass today for the morning. We're only going to get about 2 or 3 runs in. I'm not quite sure if it would have been cheaper just getting the 3-day pass. Might have worked out a bit more economical. Santa was very kind and gifted this to Will for his Christmas. Thank you, Santa. I've had an amazing time. I'm pretty tired at the moment, and I've definitely been crab it a little bit this afternoon. But he's been brilliant. He's tackled the green and blue, no bother. We tackled the red. But I actually think if you were coming with one of your kids who was a beginner and you could access the mountain to a level where if they were out of their depth, you could safely get them down, I think Borovets would be a pretty good shout. There's plenty of scope for runs at all levels of the mountain, even right at the top. There's green and blue runs at the very, very top of the mountain, so when visibility and weather is good, great shout. Gondola right to the top, play around. If you're comfortable following some of the easier runs down, great. If they're shut, then back on the gondola, back down to the bottom. Really enjoyed the mountain access, just a wee bit limited on the mid-mountain uplift. Other than that, great trip. I would definitely come back, although I'm not sure I would do the KLM Bulgaria Air shift. Apart from that, the Bulgaria Air legroom is a joke, and I had a small person sitting in front of me who wanted to recline their chair. Don't be rude, don't put your chair back on the economy class flight. Anyway, better go pack. This has been Burge Boys Adventure 2018 from Bulgaria Borovets.